Y'all think like some guys are out of y'all league? Do y'all ever think a guy's out of your league?
No.
No.
Definitely know that he is nowhere near your league. We're not out here collecting charity cases.
Say that again. You said me just want to be a housewife is
In
never gonna
today's
happen.
generation, you are not gonna just be a housewife. You gotta work.
Happy to go for dinner, but I would like to be very transparent and let you know that I'm only dating for marriage. I've always thought that I wanted 4, but I guess
is the one when y'all females be saying that y'all don't need a man. Baby, I need a man.
Y'all think like some guys are out of y'all league? Do y'all ever think a guy's out of your league?
No.
No.
I don't think there is a man out of any woman's league, honestly.
You don't think so? Is it some? Because y'all think some women.
You know, it's wild because both of them are average at best. One of them is a 4. The other is a 5. You think no man is out of your league?
It's delusional.
Every girl's a 10, right? This is why that lie men hate it. That's a lie, not true. Like, how could you fathom that in your numbskull brain that no one's out of your league? There's people out of my league. There's people out of your league. The guy that you desire. There's people out of his league.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's out of some men league, right?
But I feel like if you're pretty,
it don't even have to
if
be
you're
pretty no
pretty,
more. I'm sorry.
like-
Men, and you know what's bad because I said this. Recently I was walking down the block and a man, he's behind me, telling me how good I look. He has not seen my face yet. Now what if I turned around and said,
Yeah, he wanted to smash. He saw most likely the buttocks and said it looks good enough for pounding. That doesn't mean you're all that.
I'm a whole man. I was ready. I was about to get my voice together and everything.
Fellas, I need y'all to understand this. These women know that there are women that's out of men's leagues. But what they're saying is, being that so many of you men are easy, they don't think for you all. Understand? They don't think where you all, no woman's out of your league.
No, it's not just that, right? They truly think that because a man wants to smash and most likely dash, and you know it's wild because they look at it like smash and dash as long as you're giving up the cash.
If you're not spending, I ain't bending.
And a lot of times that's not the case. A man will smash, dash, and get out of there. And it happens to them. They need to be asked that question. Has a man ever smashed and oh yeah, it's happened before. You're not keeping everybody.
Definitely know that he is nowhere near your league. We're not out here collecting charity cases. Because let me tell you, when you date somebody who is not in your league, and you will know when this happens because they would be begging you to be in their life. Because they've already identified that, oh my god, here is this amazing woman. I need to make her mine. I need to lock that down. I need her in my life. And it's not because they love you. It's because they know that you will be elevating and upgrading them.
The audacity.
And sometimes we can't help it because we think, why don't I give this guy a chance because I'm thinking of the potential, I'm thinking maybe he'll surprise me, maybe things will work out. Let me save you from the stress, the heartache, and the waste of time. Chances are it'll start out great because you're in the love bombing stage. They will do, be, act, and talk like exactly how you want them to. And this is full-fledged manipulation, by the way, if you weren't aware of that yet. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to prove themselves to you at this point. Which, honestly, girl, they should. But
yeah, see that? Men will do it and they will never do it. But you know what's the wild thing? A lot of them think they're out of a man's league because of makeup, fake up, I call it. And what that fake up does, right, is it gets them attention they don't get regularly. Because I'm sure some of them go out the house like that. Like, say they go to the store one day, they don't have anything on. You know how guys usually talk to them at the store? That's because they're cute. A guy sees them, doesn't think they're cute because that fake up really makes their whole face. Ignores them. Ignore them. They don't get talked to. They don't get attention from men. Men don't even holler at them. Men are not behind them thinking, oh, you got a fat butt like the other girl. They're not thinking that. A lot of girls, it's very slim pickings when they don't have the fake up on. And they handle it like this. They will not stoop themselves down for you. And that's fine with a lot of guys. Because guys are done playing the game anyway.
You need to hear this, but also you need to hear this. And that's why I'm making this video, because I think we need to remind ourselves that we're hot. I recently am back into the dating scene. I definitely should have shaken this up. Literally called Shake, Shake, Shake. I'm like actually trying to find a boyfriend. Like I'm trying to have a relationship, but these men are making it really hard to find one. I'm on the apps right now, and usually it's like most compatible with and bullfrog. My most compatible with is like really hot men. Obviously swipe right on them. I am just shocked that they even swipe right on me, and that shouldn't be the case. The reason this is all coming to mind right now is because I matched with two very hot men. One I did hang out with, but the second we were going to go on a date yesterday and then we didn't, and then I got in my head, I started being insecure. Don't get me wrong, I love my colored hair. I feel that's like my personality. Sometimes it does cause me to be insecure because I'm like, yeah, a man like that would never love a girl with colored hair. I wish I didn't think that way.
Probably right. Seriously. I see a lady with colored hair, I'm thinking feminist issues. Number one, issues. Number two, a man's thinking issues. He wants his peace. That's what I see when I see pink hair, but I can tell from the background that you're still in your little girl phase. I don't know, you may be 16 or 17 or 19. You look very young. And you're wearing a little girl, what's that, a pop-up girl? A strawberry shortcake t-shirt with pink hair? Like, that's what's turning me off. Seriously, you look like a little girl.
But I definitely do, and it's just always in my head. Even when I had a boyfriend, every time I would get my hair done, I'd be like, oh, what if he doesn't like it? You know, like, what if he breaks up with me because of my hair? It's always been something in the back of my head because, yeah, I'm not blonde or brunette, and everyone's always like, blondes are more fun, brunettes are more fun, and it's like, I've been pink for 5 years. I've been pink and orange for like literally 5 years. I realized the only time I talk to myself this way is when I think the man is out of my league. Just a way for me to kind of like comprehend why a man wouldn't like me. But if I act this way and show him I'm insecure, then of course he's not gonna like me, because no one wants to be with an insecure woman. Moral of all of this, someone out there is going to like you for who you are, and that's why, like, whenever I get in my head of like, oh, because I'm always the only friend that's not in a relationship, when I tell you I was literally the 15th wheel during Christmas, the 15th wheel, like, that's how many of my friends are in relationships. It gets in my head, like, very easily of, why am I the only one who can't find it? I'll keep y'all updated with my little dates I go on, if I even go on any. Getting back into it is really weird. Like, I haven't had a situationship even since probably October, to be honest. Like, I've really just been keeping to myself and doing my own thing. It's a little scary. Like, I would say this is the first time, like, putting myself back out there in a very long time.
No, I'm thinking trauma. Seriously, I come across you with pink hair. I'm too old. I'm saying if I was single, not married, I'm too old. That's what I would think. I see you, right? Now, if you did it and maybe you were a blonde or a brunette, I think differently. It's true. Men could be thinking about your hair and they're thinking, don't take her serious. She's for play. And men are probably weirded out, so they don't even want to play with you and get in a situationship. That's why you're struggling.
Say that again. You said me just want to be a housewife is never gonna happen.
In today's generation, you are not gonna just be a housewife. You gotta work. Go get you a white man. If you want that.
Go get me a white man.
Yeah, go get you a white man. That's enough to put up with that. Simp enough to put up with that.
You heard it here first. He says I'm never gonna do it. I can't wait.
There's content for you.
You're right. It is gonna be content for me. Cause you know what? I can't wait to pull up this video one day and be like, aha! Remember, you said I was never gonna be able to achieve that lifestyle, but look at me now. And it's not like I'm a bum. I'm not a bum. I'm a boss. I handle all my own shit. I'm comfortable. I can take care of myself, but I also want to know that a man is gonna be able to take care of me. Fuck away from me, you bum ass, broke ass nigga.
Yeah.
No, cause look how he just talked. Look how he just talked. Like.
Yeah, he had to do that, and he's gonna get that one day. This is what men have to worry about. You see those eyes? Those eyes is you got a chance. One day he gonna get it. Look at those eyes. Look, it's written all over her face. She don't have to say a word. See that smile? That's a smile. From here to here.
I can never jump on is the one when y'all females be saying that y'all don't need a man. Baby, I need a man. I hear a lot of females that say that they don't need a man, they can do everything by themselves. But baby, there are things that I absolutely cannot do by myself that I need a man to come in and step in and to help me with. I feel like a man just bring this energy, this masculinity that a woman can't bring to y'all. It's just something about being up under a man that's just so masculine. That just, I don't know, it just do something to me. Like, I love a man that can take charge. I love to be led, and I love a man that can lead. I promise y'all, a lot of y'all keep saying that all men are the same. That's because you have a type. That is why you feel like all men are the same. It's just something about a man that just balance you out as a female. Like, I feel like being with the right man, you're able to sit in your femininity and you're able to just feel feminine. Now, I may not have said that word right, but I feel so feminine and I feel like I can be the girl that I always wanted to be. I feel like with most men and certain types of men that I was dating, I had to always be aggressive. And I realized that I am not really an aggressive person. It's just the kind of men that I was dealing with. Ladies, I need y'all to take accountability for the things that y'all have been through when it came down to dealing with some of these men. A lot of y'all stayed in these situations that y'all could have been gotten out of, but y'all still decided to stay in there. So don't sit over here and box all men because you decided to stay with a man that did not do you right.
Yeah, she said it right. But the way she's saying she needs a man, it sounds like she hasn't got something in a while. Seriously, I need a man. Oh, I need a man, especially a masculine man. A man that can throw me on a counter, on a bedroom counter, not even on the bed, and smash it, ravish it.
Videos of women who have come on this app to complain about their Mother's Day and their partners and how their partner didn't do anything for Mother's Day. And ironically enough, they're all washing dishes in their videos. I'm like, what is up with the dishwashing on Mother's Day? This happens on this app every single holiday. It'll be someone's birthday, Mother's Day, Christmas. It's literally like clockwork. And at this point, I've lost a lot of empathy and sympathy for the women that come on here and do this because most of the time they stay and continue to have children, or when other women in the comments are like, hey, you deserve better, leave that man. They want to argue about leaving, not leaving. And then they turn around and then they say, oh, he's not that bad. I was just upset. I just felt like I deserved a little bit more, but he's really good father or something like that along the lines. And I'm always like, why do you even come on here and do that? Are you just desperate for attention? Why do you bother doing this? Why do you put us in your business if you don't want to hear what people have to say? Why do you come on here and expose that man if you're going to stay with him? It makes no sense to me. No sense. Y'all are so desperate for attention. And when you get it, you get upset. Because then they make follow-up posts pissed off at the people saying to leave and that they deserve better. Isn't that what you wanted? Wasn't that like the purpose of your post? What is the purpose of these posts? They drive me up the wall. Like, I start blocking those people because I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Unless you're about to leave and you need some help leaving, girl, save it. Save it in the drafts. We don't want to see it. Okay? Please. God damn.
Yeah, it's getting tragic. And I say to guys, avoid ladies that are like that, right? You have to, because, like, especially if it's a lady that'll listen. This is not, but let it be on Facebook. Facebook, they have guys they know. They post that on Facebook. Oh, yeah, somebody's definitely going to respond. Somebody's definitely going to be in the messages, and you got something else to worry about. That's a wild thing. So if you have a girl not doing it on TikTok, but doing it on something like Facebook or maybe even Instagram, they have people they know there. You got to watch out. Some ladies give out their Instagram when they meet a guy. A guy asks for the Instagram nowadays. That's the new thing. That's the new thing. Yeah, can I have your Instagram? It's hard to see who a man or a woman is talking to with Instagram. Be very careful.
A few guys at the same time, and there are two major reasons why you should do it. Number one, think of it as the Olympics. You've got three medalists, the gold, the silver, and the bronze. Obviously, gold is your favorite person. And when you don't put all eggs in one basket, your energy is fun and light. And this is very attractive to men because man who's happy and has their own thing going on. On the other hand, desperation and dense energy repel them. Number two, most important, is going to protect your heart and your mental sanity. For example, if one of them is a narcissist and he's making degrading comments or he's trying to gaslight you, if you're only dating this person, very likely you will fall into the trap. But you start doubting yourself, oh, maybe I'm the problem, maybe he's telling the truth. That's very dangerous. Dating other guys as well, it's very obvious that the only person who's gaslighting you, he is the problem, you're not, because the other two guys are not doing the same thing. Be clear though, when I say dating a few guys, I mean going on dates with a few men and get to know them and be friends with them. I don't mean sleeping around. It's a free country, so if you do that, I don't judge you, but I don't recommend doing that. If you've learned something from the video today and you want to learn more about the rules of dating, comment the word masterclass below. I'll send you a link to register for my free dating masterclass.
That's what's going to happen. This is what men fear. They do. Because, look, I understand. Everybody has to go out there and deal with real life, right? But women see it that way too. They're real people. They're in real life. So they have emotions. Men have a way. Certain men have a way to trigger those emotions. Slight touch here, slight touch there, talking to them, get closer, give them little cues. Women pick this up. And you give it to them and then deliver. Then they're overwhelmed. It happens. They may reject it, but then you try again. It may work the next time. There's always somebody that can slay your lady, that you think is your lady. And men are dating. A lot of men don't have options like she's saying. They can't talk to 2, 3, 4 women, 5 women at a time like she's saying she's doing. Don't sleep with them, but it's a free country. What do you mean by that? I know what you mean by that. You mean exactly that.
With anyone in quite a while because nobody has made it to the 6th date. My favorite thing about the 6th date rule is that a guy's not going to take you out to eat 6 times in a row. Not only is that expensive, but it's also boring. You really get to see the man's creativity shine. A barbecue is a date. You get to meet his friends. A sunset is a date. Is he romantic? I just learned that it takes about 10 times of hanging out with someone to build a true bond. Everything before that, it's just surface level. I'm a little superstitious about the rule, actually. Because I'm like, I'm looking for a husband, not...
So wait a minute. I'm looking at her, right? Look how she's dressed. She got all that makeup on. She has that gold chain. It may be fake, right? But seems like she likes to doll herself up. So how does she think? A man needs to meet me at the level I'm at, right? I'm not dating down. I'm dating at my league or above. Because they always go up. So what is she expecting? She goes out on those 6 to 10 different dates. They're going to be $200 to $300. Imagine that. You're spending $2,000 to $3,000 to get to know her. Say something crazy on the 4th date. Say, all right, I think today we should go to Chili's. You saying that because it fits in your budget. You don't want to go above your budget because we had 5 dates in the past, couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, right? We had 5 dates. So now we're going on a 6th date, and I'm going to go to Chili's. Now you're doing what? Judging me. I don't go to Chili's, but you're getting to know me. We're getting to know each other. We're talking like we're trying to be with each other. So what am I doing as a man? And this is what other men have done. They probably ruled you out. Not because it wasn't easy, because something like that probably happened. Hear me now. Let me cook. I'm sure I did. Imagine you're in a situation. Picture yourself in a situation. That's what I do with every reaction. I place myself in a person's shoes and I go, I'm dating her. I'm looking at her. I'm thinking, okay, what's going on in her mind? I know what she wants. They all want the same thing, right? She's into spending money she doesn't have. Oh, my makeup costs this. This is what's at play here. So let me let her talk though.
Not another situationship. The reason why I like to be transparent about the 6-date rule with the guy is because some men have a deep rejection wound from like childhood. I just want to be straight up. Right off the bat, we're not hooking up until 6 dates. It's not like, oh, you get to the 6th date and jackpot, you reach this level and now you get to... No, that's not how that works either. So my advice is, if you want a man to take you seriously, and if you want to keep your body count low, and if you want to make a lot of friends and have a lot of fun and still go on dates, the 6-date rule works. Case closed. Love you, bye.
She's going to be celibate for quite a while.
Even if you don't, let's just pretend like you have one for now. Let's say your SO has a really bad gambling problem, like really bad, to a point they've been losing money left and right. It's really bad. So then you gave them an ultimatum, like, if you gamble one more time, like, I'm done. Like, I'm breaking up with you. I'm never seeing your face again, because their gambling problem is like that bad. And they were like, yeah, okay, like, if I gamble one more time, like, sorry, like, I will never do it again. And you told them, you made it very clear you're gonna break up with them. But a week later, they come back and they're like, babe, I have to tell you something. I gambled again, but I won $20 billion. $20 billion? But then you had told them that you would break up with them if they had gambled one more time, and they're...
Is she thinking, why would the man come back after you broke up with him? He has $1 billion. $20 million. I say even $2 million. That sounds like something somebody will win. They're not coming back. Like, she thinks she's it. She does. You're not it. You're not the best option a man can get that just won $2 million. You're not. You're not bad, but you're not the best option. Because what a man can get for $2 million, woo, baby, top of the line. I'm talking about boom, pow, 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 pow. Face everything. You meet a woman that had a new head placed on top of her head. That's how bad she is. No, not really, because the real girls, the right ones, have the natural beauty. He's better off getting out the country, to be honest with you. But still, even if he stays, he's not going back to you.
They're like, I'm so sorry. I know I said I wouldn't gamble ever again, but I did. But I got $20 billion for us. So if you were in that situation, what, like, are you going to accept them back? Or are you still going to break up with them? Because you made it, like, very clear and you were like, it's like, we're done. But, or are you going to, like, take them back?
You're going to take them back. She's crazy. Something's wrong. Something's missing. Some screws. That's what it is. Screws are missing.
He was not my type. But the reason I decided to give him a chance was because he was such a gentleman. Like, he literally speaks like he's in a movie. I'm not romanticizing him or anything like that, but I just realized how much of an effect gentlemanly manners actually had on me. So the first time he made me feel that way was when he messaged me on the app and said, may I invite you to dinner so we can chat and get to know each other better? I mean, this is the difference between a man who has had a couple more decades of experience and different upbringing versus millennial men who go, let's go grab a drink. And then I immediately told him that I'm happy to go for dinner, but I would like to be very transparent and let you know that I'm only dating for marriage. So if we're not aligned, that's totally okay. I just don't want to waste anybody's time. And he replied with a long message saying, oh, I appreciate the honesty. And may I know how many children you're looking to have? And I said, well, I've always thought that I wanted 4. But I guess it's
Killed the last
negotiable. I
back.
want to have at least 2. And also up to what my future husband thinks. And he then went on to explain that he is looking for marriage too, but he wouldn't rush into it. It's just that he takes great caution and making sure that he chooses the right person. And then he ends that message with asking me, may I know what is your timeline, or when do you plan for marriage? I was like, oh, unlike most men who probably just ghost me after getting that message, this guy is actually like taking interest in what I have to say and also responding in a very kind manner. Second brownie point. And I decided to send him a voice note, which I found more suitable to answer this question. And then he responded with a voice note. You know how guys hate voice notes? But this guy responded with a voice note. And I was like, he's matching my energy. Green flag. And after some back and forth, he asked me again for dinner. And this time I said yes. He proceeded to ask me what I like to eat, which days do I prefer to meet, which times are more convenient for me, and which area do I live in, so he can pick a place that is not too far away from me. Who does that anymore these days? I mean, wow, I can't believe dating has been so that I've been conditioned to think that consideration is luxury. So I replied telling him that I usually like to eat early before sundown and I have a liking for European and Japanese food. He said, okay, I'm gonna look for somewhere really nice and book it for the both of us, but it looks like he's really busy. I may not be able to make it like an early dinner. I'm really sorry. I don't want it to be inconvenient for you. Maybe we can make it on the weekend or next week. And at this point I was like, wow, this guy is like really showing patience, showing sincerity. And I was like, you know what? I'll be flexible too. So I offered him to say like I can do dinner at 8 o'clock. And this guy sent a car to my place, got a booking at an amazing restaurant that I've never been to, dropped.
This guy is pimping since been pimping since been pimping. How do you get that game? Pay attention. Pay attention. He knows the crowd, right? That will work with an Asian woman, even some white woman. Not all. Now he can tell what kind of woman she is from when he first talked to her, or he probably saw it on a dating app because you can see pictures. So you're looking, going, if you see a girl dressed up in an outfit just coming from the club, ratchet. Most likely ratchet. Even if she doesn't do it on a regular basis, still ratchet. He didn't see that. So he examined her profile. So, okay, this woman's Asian. She comes across like a woman that's been to college. Let me play it this way. So he played it the long game way. And it's working. Because she sees him as patient. But sorry to cut it off, guys. Let me let her cook. Let me let her tell the story.
Dropped me off at a dinner place. He was already there early on. He said he had to go up to just make sure the table setting and everything was ready and well done before he came down to get me, and then walked me up and even offered me his arm as we walked into the restaurant. This old school gentleman vibes, I can't. We had a really nice dinner, very civil. I'm not going to talk about how the date went. That's for another video. But at the end of the date, he was very mindful of the time, and he says, I'm really sorry this is late for you, but thanks for coming out. And then he booked me a car to send me home. And he even made sure that I got home safe, and he sent me a message right after it, thanking me for taking my time to have dinner with him, etc. And I was like, damn, like if I'm not treated like this all the time, like why do I even want to go on dates? Why do I even need a man in my life? Why do I need a man in my life that makes me feel like planning a date is inconvenient? That being a gentleman is inconvenient. why, like, what happened to millennials and Gen Zs and just being charismatic and suave and attractive this way? Like, why haven't they learned anything from the previous?
I gotta stop it right there. You were doing okay until that part. Use your common sense. It's a different generation. Guys aren't taking the time. Everything is so fast. You understand this is the internet era? This is the meme era? He may be a later, what do you call it? A later Generation X. I'm the beginning of millennials. I grew up with Generation X. It's different. Men think different. I told the story, but when I came back, I didn't understand. Guys weren't talking. I didn't understand. Like him, he doesn't understand. He probably has a wife too, and thinks on how he used to treat women back in the day. He could have been raised like that. That's what he did. He did what women appreciate. Now that will work with you, not with every woman. Because he'll do that for some ladies and they will reject him and play him. You won't, but they will. I'm sure that man goes through turmoil. And he says, oh, forget it, I'll just let that slide. Because he may know, I don't want them in my life anyway. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.